When things get easy, a lot of times we start nitpicking. Hypersensitivity has been caused because we're in such luxury with the technology and wealth in America that people literally didn't have to worry about surviving, so they started nitpicking things. Since 1981, Justin has been producing world-class Bordeaux-style wines from Paso Robles on California's Central Coast. As the pioneer of Paso, Justin wines are what put Paso Robles on the winemaking map. The Justin team believes that wine should be exceptional from every angle, which is why their team uses boutique winemaking practices like hand harvesting and hand sorting. With a rich history of accolades, Justin produces exceptional wines and is proud to be America's #1 luxury Cabernet. Whether you're the first-time wine drinker or a wine aficionado, Justin has a wine for every celebration and occasion. Visit justinwine.com and enter promo code PLAYBOOK20 for 20% off your order. Justin offers the perfect holiday gifts for clients, colleagues, friends, or family. Be sure to check them out at justinwine.com to receive 20% off your order for a limited time and use the promo code PLAYBOOK20. Welcome to Entrepreneurs the Playbook. I'm David Meltzer, and I got double trouble here. We talk about making a lot of money, helping a lot of people, but we're adding move and have fun. And you got to move and have fun with Boxbollen. And I got the co-founders of Boxbollen with me today, Jacob and Victor's, the brothers, the unbelievable co-founders of Boxbollen. Welcome to the Playbook.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
I'm super excited to have both of you here because I believe that the key to life is enjoying the pursuit of our potential. And I know both of you as brothers must be competitive with one another. I have 4 brothers, and we have always been competitive. How much of that competitive nature is included in Boxbollen? You have enormous success, over 1 million people playing it. It'll be another 1 million by Christmas. But how important is it to have that competitive spirit between the two of you that now has amplified itself in your business?
Wow, that's a good question. So I think even that's the reason we launched our app. So we launched this product and we started playing, and a couple of days in, we started competing. We're like, how many can you do in 5 seconds, 10 seconds? But it was hard, someone has to count and film and time. And then we said, let's build an app for this. So, right from the start.
Yeah.
Who's better?
We're actually at the same score.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe we can
Might
do it
be
today.
genetics. I want
do
to
it
do it if you don't mind.
The fun part is when we're out with the celebs and doing the shoots, usually they want to see us, the founders, against each other. And then it's like 50-50 who wins.
Yeah. Let's see who wins today.
That's beautiful. We'll figure that out. We'll have a big
A live
competition. I'll give a prize. Beyond that, in order to build the #1 app in health and fitness is an incredible feat. But beyond that, it has to have something unique. And what I find to be most unique about Boxbollen is how it's attracted the biggest names in the world. Not just in sports, but the biggest names in the world. There has to be a few different lessons in order to be that committed to get that many big names. Some people get 1 or 2, but to get that many big names, from Kardashians to presidents to unbelievable entertainers and athletes, what has been the secret to getting all of those big names to endorse Boxbollen?
From the start, that was our strategy. And we've been growing with this talent, with the celebs. So we started in Sweden 6 years ago.
You finally get the biggest talent. You're lucky to be here.
We started small and we've been growing. And I think one thing that you said early, I saw this maybe 7 years ago, is to keep going through the no's.
Yeah.
You will get a no and you will get another no. I say 7 no's. I think you're at 50 or
25.
25. Okay, yeah, I'm at 7 because after I think So we got, for example, Khloe Kardashian. We were gonna launch the U.S. market 2022, and they said no 4 times, and the 5th time we got a yes. Adjusting the deal, timing, going through someone else, finding a third person that maybe also get a little cash, on the side, finding other ways around the no's. I would say.
I would add to that when we went from Sweden to UK, our second market that we opened up, we got the chance to work with one of the biggest football players in the UK, soccer in Europe.
Yeah.
And there and then I had a mental shift that, whoa, we can work with this person, we can work with anyone.
You know what's so interesting in both of you as entrepreneurs, since you've been very young, I always say you'll never overachieve your own self-image. And it's interesting, Victor, when you talk about these milestones of different people and different successes that we have expand our own imagination, our own self-image. For you, has your self-image, because between brothers, we might, through the competition, limit what we can do, because when we love each other as brothers, and I have a lot of them, sometimes we don't want each other to get hurt, so we may push our own expectations or limitations on each other. Have you guys found that you limit each other, or you're catalyst to expand this imagination or self-image?
I would say, at least for me, I think I don't know anyone else that works harder than this guy, which also I think I work hard, yeah, which I always feel we're a team going forward, and there's never this cannot be done. Like sometimes we get a DM to each other. Maybe he sent me, let's say Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And right away we're like, maybe one day. So I wouldn't say there's anything that we do to limit each other. The opposite, just pushing forward.
And does that come from your parents? Because it's very unique for brothers to have this type of relationship. I wish I could have it with my brothers, because they're extremely talented and extremely smart, have incredible work ethic. But for some reason, they don't want to work with me, and I don't blame them. But you guys actually enjoy working together. Is that from your parents, or where does that come from?
I think that's a deep question, and I don't even have the answer to that today. But what I can say is that when we've been in the shit, and we've been in the shit together, it's just had forced us to, like, it's us against everyone. That's how it's been feeling. And for every time that happens, it just feels that we get stronger, and we can, like, there's nothing that is not possible for us anymore.
And to that measure, when things get easy, a lot of times we start nitpicking.
Yeah.
A lot of people say here in America, there's different hypersensitivity has been caused because we're in such luxury with the technology and wealth in America that people they literally didn't have to worry about surviving, so they started nitpicking things. This show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Therapy is a great tool for facing your fears and finding ways to overcome them, because sometimes the scariest thing is not facing our fears in the first place and holding ourselves back. It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Overcome your fears with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/playbook today to get a 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/playbook. Imagine starting a small business, your first customer, first hire, first real paycheck. But everything isn't just exciting, it's scary. That's where JustWorks come in, the all-in-one platform that supports small business growth. Access seamless tools that help with benefits, payroll, HR, and compliance with transparent pricing. It's time to make payroll painless. Run payroll in 90 seconds or less and automate payments so you can set it and forget it. Did you know in 2023 alone, they processed over 25.6 billion in trusted payroll customers? Don't worry about the paperwork piling up either. They take care of payroll tax documents and reporting to help you stay compliant. Visit justworks.com/podcast to join the thousands of small businesses that trust JustWorks to take care of payroll, benefits, compliance, and more. That's justworks.com/podcast. you guys have been very successful. Have you found that there has been any pettiness between the two of you when things go well?
I think when things go well, you finally get a few minutes to just relax and be happy, to be honest. Because every day there's new shit. It's shit all the time. Just today
You're an
now,
entrepreneur.
Just an example today. Our Meta account got shut down.
Yeah.
Boom. Credit limit reached, we cannot spend. Which is terrible. Like,
Right before Christmas.
yeah, we're
the best days.
the peak days.
Yeah.
We're doing like at our current spend, we're spending around $1 to $1.5 million a day. To get that shut down, just like that, it's just another day.
And so how do you deal with that? You know, I always say if you come up with a well-developed plan as an entrepreneur, you're guaranteed God will laugh at you. And so God's laughing at you today.
Yeah.
And so what's the mindset between the two of you when there's things that we don't control that happen that are not what we want?
Solve it, solve it, solve it. Just go.
Yeah.
And also don't like stop your day. Like we had this planned. We could easily just call and say, we need to focus on this.
Right.
But no, go ahead, but still on the way here, we've been on calls, calling, head of Nordics at Meta and this and that, and people are trying to help us, and it will most likely be solved tomorrow, but we want to solve it today.
Yeah, and also times where it's not happening, we are saying it's gonna come.
Yeah.
Sooner or later it's gonna come. The next shitstorm. It's just a matter of time. So you're already prepared for it, and when it happens, it's just like switch on and go.
I love that. Now let's talk about the game itself.
Yeah.
Super successful. So many people, including me, are just huge fans. I was so blessed that you were fans of mine because I'm fans of you and your game. But I think the success is really in the design. And I know that you designed it out of a necessity, a joy of the original game that you developed just to play together.
Yeah.
And then you created the app.
Yes.
In that design, what are some of the key components that you feel make the design of the game so attractive and so compelling for millions of people to want to play?
So everyone can do it. You can be 6 years old, you can be 90
Like
years old.
pickleball.
Yeah. Our grandma, she's 88 years, and she plays it. And
Is she better than you two?
No.
Ah.
But she's better than
She's
a lot
good.
of the
Yeah,
celebrities.
she's good.
Yeah.
She's really good. She does 15 hits in 5 seconds, which you're going to try to
Wow.
beat. Yeah.
I got to beat the
Yeah.
beat the grandma here on the
Yeah.
playbook. What's her name?
We call her Abuela.
Abuela.
Yeah, it's
See?
our grandma.
Like Abuela, yeah.
So that's one thing. Anyone can do it. You can do it wherever you want. You can either just play with yourself or compete versus others. There's a competitive nature of the game. Like, how many hits can you do? Oh, how many hits can you do? I can do 1 more, 5 more, etc. I think, what else? I think those are like the strong factors.
Yeah, and just the fact that you can play against another person and everything is video based, you get to see the other person perform.
Yeah. One of the things I like about it is simplicity.
Super simple.
Super simple, and it's not like a lot of games lose me in the scoring.
Yeah.
In sometimes the simpler is better. One of my friends, Rob Angel, and a big shout out to Rob, who invented Pictionary.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
one of the things I loved about Pictionary was it was simple. So not only could everyone play it, but everybody could understand it. As you know,
Yeah.
in American football, as you guys have been here since October,
Yeah.
not so easy to understand. Or
lot of
cricket,
rules, yeah.
not so easy
Yeah,
to
yeah.
understand. Or the nuances of soccer or your football, not easy to understand. But Boxbollen, very easy to understand.
Super easy.
And
Yeah.
makes it fun, not only because everyone can play it, but everybody can understand it
Yeah.
and can be competitive, not just play it,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a great thing. What were the bigger challenges that we've talked about some today when you're
Yeah.
spending $1.5 million? Not everybody has $1.5 million a day ad spend, but what were some of the biggest challenges? Because there's only one speed when it comes to developing an app, and it's not fast enough.
It
And
is.
so
Yeah.
you obviously have learned a lot of lessons in developing such an extraordinarily successful game. What were some of the early challenges that you didn't foresee that maybe you could share on the playbook
Yeah.
for those entrepreneurs that are trying to build their passion in an app?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of challenges in the beginning. Even finding our first CTO, who's going to build it. We started with some agencies here. I got to borrow a friend's developers from another project. Like, we've just been moving around, and we didn't have much funds. So we started from zero. We're bootstrapped, but kind of building an MVP, playing with that, not being satisfied, getting a lot of shit from
How
users.
long did that take to get to the MVP?
We had a first version within like 3 months.
Not bad.
Yeah, but it was for iOS only, and we launched in Sweden, and we just broke the app. Like, we got we launched with an influencer, a YouTuber, the biggest YouTuber in Sweden.
Yeah.
And we just, all the kids wanted to play it, crashed the app, #1 on App Store, fun, but so then we learned, okay, we need to be able to build for scale. So we went with a new CTO, we changed the team, and then now we have our second CTO that we got from a really successful scale-up. And he's been with us for like, what is it, 1 or 2 years now? I think 2 almost. But it's always like, we're releasing DM, chat, follow, and likes now this week.
Nice.
It's just like, we're becoming a social media with so many people on the platform, and everyone is uploading videos every day. Have you seen the app? Have you been? Yeah. So it's people playing all the time. Challenging. You can do a live battle. I can send a battle request to you. You can be in India. I can be in the US. We can play, and we get a split screen.
Well, I'm coming for you.
Yes.
16 right here.
Yes. Let's go. I love
good.
it. Yeah. No, but I think, and then also, we're not happy with the app. We want it to be better. Fuck. Maybe we have a edge case for some old Android that something is not working, and we're like, fuck, we don't want to see this.
Yeah.
And then we have limited resources, limited time. We're a small team. So what should we build first? Okay, now we only have 2 weeks. What are we going to put in? And I think that's a big challenge all the time.
And I'm really curious about ad spend. I coach so many different companies as advisors, some of the biggest companies in the world. And it's interesting, whether it's the chairman of Gulf Oil down to, Verb and Market.live to, Travis Matthew.
Yeah.
Everybody asks me the same question about ad spend.
And what is that?
And it's, how do you know it actually works? What's working for you in ad spend? Because obviously, if somebody like this, the middle-aged mutant turtle, can build a brand that's known in Sweden and inspiring someone from 7 years ago, they assume I must know about what actually works in ad spend. You guys are spending $1 million, $1.5 million a day on ad spend. What do you think actually works?
That's a really good question as well. Again,
if you
it's
actually
always
knew,
a good question.
we could all make a shitload of money, right?
I would say we're super performance based. We track everything.
Testing.
Testing and tracking, but this is actually funny. So our paid social lead, he doesn't really understand what we understand about the product and the target and all that. So he just want to test stuff. But I'm actually against testing just to test. I want to test best guesses.
Yeah.
Right?
Smart.
So you need.
I'm gonna steal that, by the way. You're gonna see that on a video.
Yeah.
Test
Man,
best
that was
guess.
the first time I
Test
heard it.
Best guesses.
I'm gonna steal it as
well.
well.
Oh, you got it? Yeah. I thought it was a standard.
Yeah, but
kind of like
good.
be more interested than
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah,
Test
yeah.
best guesses.
No, but I really like that. We should maybe do a t-shirt.
Jacob Eriksson. Yeah.
No, but I really believe, like, we as a brand, we need to really believe it first. If we think it's good, then test it and measure. Does it work? Yes. Scale. That's another thing. Test, work, scale.
Test, work, skill, test best guesses.
Yeah.
There's no secrets of success when it comes to the Eriksson brothers. Boxbollen is not only a great way to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, but move and have fun. I just did it. My lucky number 11. Look out, Kris Jenner. I'm coming after you. Awala. Sorry, you're the champ. But Victor was the victor today. If you want to have fun during the holidays, then go ahead, grab yourself Boxbollen right now, download it, share it. This is the latest and greatest. There's no reason why you wouldn't want this as a great Christmas gift to yourself or others. Come and get it now. You'll have it by Christmas. You'll have time to practice. You can be the champion in your home with Boxbollen. I want to thank Victor and Jacob Eriksson for joining us, the co-founders of this incredible game. I'm addicted, so if you don't see some videos during the holidays, it's because I'm going to be playing Boxbollen. That's all I got to say. This is Dave Meltzer with some incredible entrepreneurs here on The Playbook.